Good morning, everyone. How is your heart today? Is your heart good? How is your mind today? Is your mind balanced? We're here at the Sacred Grove. Starting the day off in nature. Let's talk about time. Do you have the time to talk about time? What time is it? I don't have time. You better be on time. Good timing. It's about time. Is it? Is it all connected to a dial with numbers and little alarms, or as it is today, a digital set of numbers, one set on the left separated by a colon and two numbers on the right, and it guides your life. It affects you more than you realize. You are manipulated by it. I used to wear a watch. Always had a watch. Come to think of it, as I grew up, there was one clock in the house, in the kitchen, and everyone had a watch, and we weren't looking at it all the time. All the time. Wow. You just can't get away from it, can you? I'm able to not have a clock working in my home. There's a small clock on the microwave stand, you know, the type that has a radio and red digital numbers. It's unplugged. It used to be that clock I just described in the living room. And even though I'm retired, disabled veteran, I found myself constantly peering at it when there was no need. It's like those numbers put you under a spell once you become attached to it, attached to time. Do you have enough time? There's not enough time. Time, really, time. Here in the United States, at one point, I want to say back in the 1800s, almost makes me think of Western days with towns, few buildings, dirt roads. As you went up and down the East Coast, depending on the section you were in as you traveled, each town had different times on their clocks. It wasn't synchronized, in other words. You have daylight savings time. In the spring you lose an hour. In the fall you gain an hour. Time manipulation. If you work Noon time is when you take a break for lunch. You get off at this time. You begin at this time. It's a strange way to live. When I wake up, I wake up. I have things to do, and I get to them, and I get them done. Now, I understand if you're working a job, time is an essential increment in your routine, okay? How about people that get off of work and maybe they have something to eat around 5 o'clock p.m. or so, and then they say, it's time for my show. It's time for my show. And then during the show, someone thinks of something and wants to have a little conversation, and the person says, wait till a commercial. Wait till a commercial. Or you might have something to do around the home, but your show is on because it's time for your show. And when there's a commercial break, zoom, you start that task. Oh my God, the commercial's over. Quick run in and sit down at the television. Of course, I guess you could have your phone there nowadays if you paid for live television on your phone. It's time for bed. It's time for bed. Whether you're tired or not, it's time for bed. What is a day? What is a day? Does the day begin at a certain time? The sun rises, begins the day. The sun sets, it ends the day. That's how I live. I don't want to be manipulated by time. I don't want to be one of those people when I'm sitting on my porch and they fly through the stop sign because they don't have much time to get there. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. I pay attention to time when I have an appointment somewhere, and that's about it. And that's about it. I'm aware what day it is. Oh my God. Right. Right. What day is it? Well, that day begins at midnight, 12:01, and ends the next night at midnight. You know, it's a time increment as well. So I have a calendar in my kitchen, and if I have an appointment, I take a red marker and go around that square and then write the time and place of the appointment. I'm aware it's there. There are many ways the human race is enslaved. There are many ways the human race is enslaved and under spells, and time is one of them. Make it an amazing day. Make it. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of day you're going to have. And not just that, make it an amazing life. It's your decision. It's your choice what kind of life you're going to have. and make it a good one.